I know you hookers don't think this is over with. Let's kick it old school.
Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time is tricky. It's tricky.
We knew we could write all the funny stuff, but can we actually make them look convincing? You know, because we didn't want to just kind of put a blonde wig on them and some paste. So that became the next challenge, was can we actually do it?
To make a man, black skin, as a very white woman, and a kind of an attractive white woman, and not do a drag queenie type of a thing and make it look real.
It was honestly one of the funniest things you can experience, seeing someone else walk around. Because he really did, even from the first makeup test, look a lot like me. I could really see myself and sort of like the spirit of my face.
I can't remember a film where anyone's really done it. I mean, I've done Doubtfire and that worked, but this, with young, smooth skin and the really pale color and everything, it was gonna be really difficult to pull off.
When we first talked to him, Greg thought we were insane. He was like, come on, guys, you know, it's easier to make a woman look like a man.
If I think about, I'm gonna try to turn these guys into these women, I'll just freak. So I don't think about it, I just get the head cast and I just say, let me see what I can do with the clay first, you know, and then I went out and bought some really, you know, nice synthetic wigs, blonde wigs. I sat down, sculpted on their faces we took in stone with clay, and got a first rough look of kind of what we were going for at the time. First,
we would just do a makeup test just to see what they would look like as girls. We didn't really have any reference points or anything. And the first test, Marlon looked gorgeous, and Sean looked like an ugly woman, but he looked like a woman, and you could see that this was gonna work.
You're gonna regret that. I'm so scared.
The first time you do a makeup, you're lucky if you get anything on straight. But we did it. We had some, you know, quickie wigs and everything, and we tried some different contacts in, and it was pretty amazing test, the first test.
Also, Revolution had the same concerns that we did, so when they saw the test, it was like you immediately just bought it. So then it was about, okay, now we got to get some reference points. So then we wound up casting girls. We took the guys and tried to find girls who were similar in height and had similar features that we could then, Greg could then sculpt off of. And we found their matches and went for it.
I had to have my eyes measured, like the distance between my eyes and my nose, and my lips and my chin, and like my whole face. Yeah, they have this a little instrument that looked like two fingers about to like squeeze you somewhere you shouldn't be squeezed, and looking like at our eye color and everything, and I don't know. It is amazing, the match.
The contacts felt like somebody cracked the Coke bottle and just dug you in your eye, and they just left it there, and then you have to blink around the jagged Coke bottle in your eye.
I remember the first time we did the test, I was in the hallway at our shop, and I was standing a foot away from Marlon, and he had the contacts in for the first time, and the makeup and the wig, and I was just really freaking me out.
I think I just can't accept that this man is looking like me. I just can't accept it. And also, every time you looked at him, you just wanted to laugh really hard. I mean, it's just it's a really crazy looking situation. You look at, I mean, he's the same height as me, and he looked kind of hot too.
When I saw me as a white girl, I said, damn, I'm sexy. I want to be with me. I would have made love to me. I said, because I'm an okay black man, but I'm one sexy ass white woman.
Yo, what's up, money? You got a problem? What you looking at my ass for? Nah, yo, hold my poodle. Hold my poodle.
First, I seen Marlon, and I was like, ew, you're an ugly white girl. And then I seen me, and I was like, hey, you ain't that bad looking. I'm an ugly white girl.
Damn. Sure like to cut that cake.
Hey, yo, hold it. Hey, yo, you trying to look at my luck?
They don't really stand out in a world of Botox and collagen, and that was, we sort of used those things to kind of rationalize people being able to accept them not looking exactly like the other girl. It was like, oh, you got some work done.
Total fireside. Knew it.
No, wait a minute. There is definitely something different about the two of you.
Oh my God. Collagen. Oh.
We're lucky in the sense that everybody knows they're wearing makeup from the get-go, so you don't have to, we're trying to get it really close, but if you get too close, it's not going to work either. So you have to do it as what's going to be funny. And even though their necks are much wider than any girls would be, everybody knows it's makeup, so, who cares?
The audience always knows that these really are two guys pretending to be women. At the same time, we want the makeup to be good enough that the audience will accept that the characters within the movie would have believed that these chaps are actually women.
Do you think now's a good time? Actually, it's a perfect time. Wouldn't want to miss a photo op. Oh! Never that. See you later.
Have fun. What's wrong, honey? Did you just get cramps?
Yeah.
Do you need a tan?
Just
Heating pad?
It was about a 5 to 6 hour makeup process.
5 hours a day. And that was after we got it down packed. It started off like somewhere at 7 hours, and then it cut down to 5.
First they had to slick their hair down for the wigs, then they had to put the prosthetic pieces on.
It takes about half hour to 45 minutes for the body makeup. They go over to hair to Linda. She flattens their hair down, sticks it all down. They come over here, we put a bald cap on them. We do all the appliances on their face, make it up, color it. That takes about 2.5 to 3 hours. Then they go to makeup. Rebecca does the lipstick and a little eye makeup and whatever she needs to do. And they go to Linda, where she puts on the wig, which takes about 20-30 minutes. So the whole thing takes about 5 hours.
It was a lot. I mean, they would work sometimes till midnight and then have to be back at 3 a.m. to start the makeup again.
This was a very hard movie. It was not for the faint-hearted. This was the most challenging thing I've ever done in my life.
And what's funny is that even in the movie, we make it seem like all they do is slip this mask on and, clothes, and then you're good. But it really is a long process.
It's a lot of work. People have no idea what's involved. When they see the film, they think they just slap it on, and have no idea how much work went into this.
I think I need a bigger size.
Honey, you never need a bigger size. Come here. Let me show you a little trick. Brace yourself. Suck it in. Squeeze those cheeks, sister. Suck it in.
They literally worked their tushes off for this film. I mean, they lost like a ton of weight so that they could look more realistic as women.
I lost 20 pounds, 25 pounds. I went from 175 to 155. Actually 178 to like 155. And then I left 5 pounds to kind of gain during the duration of the shoot.
In this particular situation, it was really funny because you got two guys who had to lose 30 pounds and 6 hours of makeup wearing panties and heels and short skirts, and
You got that little voice in your head going, yo, dog, I ain't with you. Hey, I'll go with the contacts and the wig, but what's with these panties, man? You ain't telling me about these panties. This is weird. And I showed the subconscious what we were making on this, and he was like, all right, cool.
they had PMS for 8 weeks. You know what I mean? It was that kind of thing. So I had to kind of, referee them a little bit because they were literally starting to get into cat fights. And it's good because not only am I the director, but I'm also the big brother, so I can, control things a little bit.
The first time I saw Sean and Marlon in makeup, I actually didn't know it was them because we had seen already Maitland and Annie in their costumes wearing the exact same costumes. So I had seen them earlier on set, so when I saw Sean and Marlon from behind, I thought they were Annie and Maitland. And even when they turned profile and were getting their makeup done, and I thought it was them until Sean was like, yo brother, give me some green tea. And I was like, what?
Hi, honey. What's up, man?
Oh my goodness. That was the first time I've seen him dressed up looking like the white girl. And it's like looking at a stranger. And then his voice, and then a little swagger, like a little pimp walk, and he's got blonde hair and blue eyes. It's just too much.
You don't know who you make with my name. Me. Hello. Me. It's me.
Kevin? Latrell?
Gina.
Marcus? Oh, this is some Jerry Springer shit.
We actually forget that they're black men under there. And we'll start talking about cramps or our female problems, and Marlon's like, hold on. This is Marlon. I don't want to hear about that. And we're like, oh, right. And we forget, we get so, ironically enough, we sometimes feel more comfortable with them in their costumes dressed as women than as men, because there's that camaraderie between women, that feminine bond. And we have it with them on screen and off when they are in their hair and makeup. It's divine and obscene.
All done.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God! This is so cool. You know something? I think you might have been black in a previous life.
For shizzle my nizzle.